What's up everybody, and welcome to the Haunted Bay Area. Those of you that are subscribed to the channel know that I like to cover mostly Bay Area locations, so some of these attractions may be familiar to you and some of them may be new to you. So with that being said, I just want to say happy Halloween, be safe out there trick-or-treating and whatever else you're doing. So let's get right into it. These are 12 places that are in the San Francisco Bay Area. Number 1 is going to be Alcatraz. It goes without saying, one of the most haunted places to visit is Alcatraz in San Francisco. From the infamous inmates that used to call Alcatraz home to the things that happen inside its famed walls, Alcatraz has been known to give visitors a bit of a spook. Everything from voices being heard to footsteps following visitors with no one behind them. There are plenty of ghostly feels at this iconic landmark. Stow Lake at Golden Gate Park. Now this is one landmark that I might want to visit for the next episode. So, one of the best known ghostly sightings at Golden Gate Park is the White Lady at Stow Lake. The story goes that more than 100 years ago, a woman lost her baby in the lake and went after it, only to not return. At night, there have been reportings of her and her baby. This seems very interesting to me, and I feel like we can get some really good evidence if we go here, and we will be doing that soon. Number 3, Neptune Society Columbarium. The large dome building has been used as a burial site since 1998 for people who house their loved ones' ashes. There are claims of a small hand brushing up against visitors, as well as seeing the ghost of a young girl whose ashes are buried within the building. This is also a good place I'm going to visit. 4. San Francisco Art Institute. Believed to be built atop of a graveyard, the San Francisco Art Institute is said to be haunted with those buried below it, with reports of screams, footsteps, and ghostly sightings. I wouldn't want to get my education here. 5. Sutro Baths. As one of the world's largest indoor swimming pools in 1896, the Sutro Baths were a top-level destination for San Francisco travelers. Now, after having burned down in 1966, all that seems to linger are those ghostly guests. This one reminds me of the Hayward Plunge episode I did. You might want to check that video out. It's all in my YouTube channel, so go back and check out the Hayward Plunge episode. Coming in at number 6, the Koran Theater. Back in 1933, the ticket taker at the theater was robbed and killed on site. Today, guests have reported seeing him lingering in the lobby. We think that he's just waiting to take your ticket. This is also a really fun one that I want to visit for another episode. So be on the lookout for this one. Number 7, in my opinion, the very exciting Manor House. The hauntings of the Manor House began the first day the family moved in 1851. The hauntings scared the owners so much that they held a seance to get rid of the ghost, but it only drew more horrifying figures. The reason I'm excited to visit this place is that it was dubbed the House of Demons. Now, we don't get a lot of those here in the Bay Area, and I'm excited to see if we can actually visit it. Number 8, City Hall. San Francisco's original City Hall was burned down in the 1906 earthquake, with its current structure built in 1915. Since then, the City Hall has seen its share of hauntings and disturbing events, one of which includes the assassination of Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk. Now, this is very interesting to me. Never have I encountered a case involving an assassination of a mayor or any politician official. Apparently, people have reported hearing strange noises in the hall when there doesn't seem to be anyone around. Number 9, Presidio. How could a national cemetery, historic buildings, and an old army base not be haunted? At the Presidio, sightings vary from ghostly figures and army men who still perform the routine duties on the ground. The Letterman Digital Arts Center is said to be the center for the most paranormal activity on site. So I guess we'll be visiting the Presidio. Say it correctly. Presidio. And big number 10, Chambers Mansion. Built in 1887, the Chambers Mansion is a Victorian-style home whose owner, once deceased, passed the house on to his nieces. The nieces did not get along, and soon to find one of them cut in half inside the house. Psychics have claimed that the ghost of the niece still roams in the house, particularly blinking lights from the upstairs window. Coming in hot at number 11, the Whittier Mansion. Rumor is that the Whittier Mansion housed German spies during World War II. The ghosts of these German spies are believed to still roam the mansion to this day. Visitors also said they've seen a bald butler roaming the hallways and the ghost of an old lady sitting in a chair. I'm going to visit this place as well. And finally, y'all, number 12. We have been trick-or-treating door to door to these haunted locations, and you finally made it. but are you safe? This is the story behind San Francisco's most haunted house, the Haskell House. This house has a long history of paranormal activity. Senator David Broderick lived at the Haskell House in the 1850s. Don't know if I said his name right. Don't butcher me. Tragically, the Haskell House is also where the senator died from a gunshot wound to the head over a duel over political differences with State Supreme Court Justice David Terry on September 12, 1859. This was a planned duel that even drew a crowd. After being shot by Terry, Broderick returned to the Haskell House to recover from his gunshot. However, he eventually died 3 days later in the house. And hey, look at that. You're safe. You made it. Well, that ought to do it for the Haunted Bay Area. I know there was a lack of visual on this episode, but hey, what can I say? I'm trying to let you know that I'm still around, and we still out here doing this paranormal quest. You can sort of call this video a map as to the next locations that we will be doing visually. So, with that said, have a safe and happy Halloween. Catch you next time.